Hello everyone, Peanut and I, here's Peanut, Mr. Peanut, someone's calling him now, Mr. Peanut, and I would want to welcome give you a hearty welcome to Mary's little house. This is Peanut here. He just was waving at you. He's going to go rest while I talk like other people do when I talk. I'm so happy to have you. We're still in Lent, and it's a wonderful time. It's a marvelous time of renewal. Right now, there's about 5 inches on the snow, on the ground of snow, and it's caked with ice. It's like icing on the cake with a thin layer of ice. It's beautiful outside and lovely snow, but pretty soon the trees that are all bare will be budding leaves, and the ground will turn green again, and there will be flowers and birds and all kinds of life tingling again. Well, Lent's sort of an austere time, but it's a springtime. In fact, Lent, the origin of the word Lent means springtime and life. What we're about, Lent is a time of turning away from sin and turning to the Lord. Aversion of sin, conversion to the Lord, to Jesus. When sin is the wages of sin, the scripture says, is death. That's not life. And the wages of sin is boredom too, I would say, because it's no fun. It clouds everything we do. So this is a time of new life, of new grace, of turning from the Lord who's the source of life. He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. So, and getting our bearings back. If we've been floating around in life, sort of letting life do us, well, getting the wheel of our ship firmly and with the straightforwardness and the fierceness of a sea captain, not afraid of the storms and things of life, because it's a time of prayer and renew of our faith. I just want to mention, this is the time, St. Paul's in one of the readings, Lenten readings, says, now is the time of salvation. Now is the time now, N-O-W, the time to turn back to the Lord. I didn't quote him very well, but now, the N-O-W, this is the time. And so if there's anything in our lives, like for example, I read in a blog, beautiful blog of two women who were listening to this pro-life person talking about family life and about natural family planning, and they just sit there, they're Catholic women, and they seemed a little confused and a little concerned. And after they talked, the speaker gave a wonderful comfort to the faith. They came and said, well, the bishops are fighting the mandate that every employer must pay for in their insurance free for abortion, for contraception, and for sterilization. We know the bishops are, and made them think because they were contracepting. They thought it was perfectly all right. And understandably, there were the times were very confused in the 60s, and people said, well, follow your conscience. Well, of course we follow our conscience, but we have to follow a well-formed conscience according to the natural law, according to the teachings of the church, not just anything our conscience could say, do other things too. Follow your conscience. No, we are called as Catholics or as anybody. We are called to follow the law of God as He shows it in nature and what we're made for, how He's made us, and for us is the teachings of the church. And the reason why they talked to the speaker and said, I see the bishops are doing this. I see that the church there's no nonsense. That the church considers these things they cannot pay for because they're intrinsically wrong. That they're wrong. They were wrong 2,000 years ago. They're wrong today. The church has never changed on that. Yes, there's been confusion and everything, but the church has never changed. Paul VI went against all the tide of when the pill came out and all that, and said that it's still wrong. It's never going to be right, you know. So they had a great moral dilemma, what to do about it. They because it will change their lives. This is what God's promised us, a road card. He promised us this way. He is the way, but it's the way of the cross. We don't go along with the easy road, the wide road, but the narrow gate. And the narrow gate is following Jesus in truth, and goodness, and beauty, and passion, of love and sacrifice. So what the lady was just gently calling them, the speaker who was talking about family life and natural family life, and calling them, they can change. God will give you the grace to change. God will respect your efforts to change. So I plead with all those who have been living under that shadow, and all these other things too. We found out that contraception can be abortifacient, and I know none of you want to abort your baby, and so contraception is not good for you. It messes up your natural flow of life. Who wants that? It's toxic and all those kind of things. But you know that better than I do. I'm not. That's not my. But you women know that. So let this Lent be a time when you and your husband, your spouse, face this and do something about it. You can do it. God's giving you the grace to do it. Go to confession. Call up natural family planning. If there's sterilization, go think about foster care. Think about adoption. Think about passionate pro-life. Think about volunteering. Think about care of the little ones that are orphans. Think about helping a big family in the neighborhood who is just struggling to pay the bills. You will find the way, and share it with your neighbors. And what happens when sacrifice and responsibility come back into your marriage? Wonderful things, because then there's romance and passion again. Because there has to be sacrifice and care and self-restraint and looking forward to the time when responsibly you're spacing your family, when the time of you can be in each other's arms. It will be wonderful and life-giving for your children and family too, and society that's gone really over the top with the self-indulgence and satisfaction, instant gratification, and all those things. You'll be going against the tide, but you'll be going with Jesus and His church and being a witness to a culture of life. So I encourage you, all of you couples who find yourself in that way, not judging you. I know there's been such confusion and everything, but now with this new mandate, a lot of people are saying, oh my goodness, the bishops, that would risk their hospitals and all their institutions because they will not pay for that mandate. Because how can you pay? How can you do something that is so contradictory to the teachings of the church, to the dignity of the human person? You can't do that. Someone has to stand against this. And you couples that are turning away from contraception and opening yourself to life in every gift of yourself to the other, you couples that are sacrificing for life and for orphans, for those who need to be adopted, need to be cared for, foster care. Those you're standing for life and rippling through the whole world. The goodness of your love and your sacrifice within your marriage, within your family, within the culture. I am so excited. So go for it, dear people. It's going to take a lot of prayer, a lot of renewal of your faith, the confession, Eucharist, and a real renewal of your faith all the way around. And God will, with God, you can do all things. God bless you.